off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not.
Yo, you on a plane, you getting ready to take off, maybe you going back to the crib, maybe you going on a vacation, whatever. Shorty get up. She said, y'all can stay on this motherfucker, this plane and die. That motherfucker back there's not real. Let me off this plane. You staying on the plane, G?
Depending on where I'm headed, bro.
Gotta get to the crib.
Yeah.
There's crazy motherfuckers everywhere. I gotta get to the crib.
Just like that.
If that pilot door closed, we good to go. I expect this flight to make it on time, no delays.
Gotta get to the crib.
We gonna restrain Shorty ass. What they was doing the other day, they wasn't Shorty making herself a Ziploc little seat. We gonna Ziploc Shorty to her seat, and she gonna have to chill the fuck out.
You had another buddy who tried to open the door mid-flight, and they tackled him like 3 or 4 dudes. They wrestled him to the ground, but that plane was already off.
You said this was one of your buddies?
No, but it's a video on Twitter. I don't know nobody that tried to open the airplane.
Niggas tripping on Sherm, G.
They definitely listen.
On Sherm.
I ain't never seen no wild shit like that on the flight though.
For
like,
the record,
in real life.
Jaffe has flown under the influence, you know, and sometimes, you know, I probably wasn't under the influence of the shit they was under, but paranoia be real when you under that fucking, you know, some of that shit. And Shorty, from the looks of it, she was on that shit. So, I mean, the nigga that she said it was, he actually made a video, and she got freaked out by the comment that they had. So I guess the guy was, just a little context real quick, the guy that she saw was a Freemason. And she was one of those conspiracy folks who was like, oh, don't you know Freemasons are led by lizards and XYZ and devil worshippers and blah, 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 blah. So he could see that Shorty ass was being fucking stereotypical. So he played into it and told her like, well, bitch, I'm the devil. You know what I'm saying? And that led Shorty to fucking freak the fuck out and wild out. Like at that point, bitch, get off this flight. Like they should have booted that bitch off the flight mid-air. Like
I think a couple people got off with her, right?
Go. I mean, Final Destination, motherfucker.
They seen Final Destination, yeah. They got freaked out. Like, we need
you know what's crazy about the people who got off? They
probably gonna get another flight.
Not even that. Their idea of vindication would be like the plane crashing and everybody dying. Like that's what they was hoping for. Like, see, I knew I was right.
I was right. but look,
people actually got off the flight with Shorty?
Yeah, I think there was 2 people that got off a flight with Shorty.
John, you want to know the irony? You want to know the irony of it all, G? That flight landed in Kansas City 7 minutes early. Like, get your dumbasses off the plane, then. Fucking don't slow us down.
I'm getting to the crib. By any means.
What y'all niggas get into this weekend, man?
Al, man, you got to kick it off, G.
Man, I had an eventful weekend. The wife's family was in town. Her dad and her brother, Mike Strong. Shout out to Mike Strong. He had a performance out here in Aurora, Illinois. It was a decent little get together and turnout. He definitely did his thing. I think he put some people onto his music. He held it down for the Fort Wayne, and it was decent. I saw John starting to vibe. John told me, he's like, man, I ain't gonna be on no fanboy shit during the performance. I was like, all right, whatever. But John was nodding his head to every song that came on, and then Mike
the music was fire, G.
He even asked the crowd to get to their feet, and John got up and stood up. So
John was on some groupie shit.
Is that considered some fanboy shit, John?
I ain't throwing my draws on some groupie shit. I ain't throwing my draws on the stage, G. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, I enjoyed the show. Mike Strong he has stage presence, man. I mean, he's the intro to the pod, man. We don't put no bullshit on the pod, so you already know what type of time it is with him.
He definitely performed, checked the stats, and he gave us a shout out too. So let motherfuckers know about the show. So if y'all was in the building, you know, y'all heard it, y'all seen it. But yeah, it was a good time. And then we ended up getting back to the crib. John been putting us on tequilas all weekend. So
you know, that's my bag, Joe. When I get to bring people into the world of elite tequilas.
Elite tequilas.
Elite tequilas.
Everybody was up. Nigga, we brought the sun up on Saturday night. Motherfuckers ain't leave till like 5 a.m. So
Definitely saw the sunrise in Al's garage on fucking Saturday night.
yeah,
Won't
bro,
be
we
doing
was
that
kicking
shit
it.
again ever.
Yeah. But it was just good times, good conversation, good music in the background. So it was dope, man.
Your
Real
lady
dope.
was okay with that?
She was up, nigga. She was
Not
with us,
yours,
though.
nigga.
We
John.
talking John.
Oh,
She knew where I was at. First off, nigga, I wear the pants in my house, G. All right.
hey, my crib is a safe space.
Hey man,
Sean ain't got to worry about shit.
talk your shit, John.
Hey,
I don't know
wear
what
the
these
pants in
niggas
my
be
house,
on, G.
I'm
Talk your shit.
I'm just gonna say it. Like, your wife can know where you at, who you with, but it's still an appropriate time to come back into the crib, G.
Nigga,
So you saying you got a curfew as a married man?
Nah, bro.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
It sound like it
No,
to me.
G, it sound like you backtracking, G.
Sound
What you
like it to me,
saying?
G.
I'm just saying there's some expectations.
You got a curfew?
There's some expectations as somebody in a relationship that you gotta have.
What's that?
What you mean?
I'm. It sound like a curfew. It sound like you saying that you
No
gotta
matter
have,
what the circumstances are, a respectable time. You have a respectable time that you coming in the house.
I would say that, yeah. I would say that.
Nigga, we have broken that time many a times together, nigga.
What
Stop
you talking about, G?
And I had a conversation every one of them times, nigga. What you talking about?
We have broken that shit multiple times,
And
nigga.
every time
You and my couch have been acquaintances a few nights, motherfucker. Like
every
1, 2, 3, 4, motherfucker.
Every time I've had a conversation with my wife right after that shit, G.
Oh
Man.
shit.
Hey, first off, let me
my
just say
wife tells
this.
me if I'm too drunk, stay wherever I'm at. So
Yeah.
That may be
she
the
know
case.
she know I'm with the guys. She know I ain't on shit.
But that may transition from a conversation of being too drunk to just being able to control yourself while you out with your guys. To be able to get home.
I did get home.
Saying,
I got home at like 4:47.
He got home before she got up.
You niggas is capping, G. I guarantee you, if I got y'all ladies on the horn right now, she has something to say about you coming home.
First off, Nate, let me explain this to you. Rashonda is a savvy veteran, right? She's not trying to drive the lane every time. And this is what she's gonna do if she got a problem with it. She's gonna get up and go shopping in the morning. And them two little crumb snatches is gonna wake up and dad's gotta get up and
make you
breakfast.
Miserable.
Yeah, G, they're not gonna let me sleep this hangover off. She ain't gonna say shit.
All right. You support this shit, Al?
For sure.
I was at his house.
Okay. All right, tough guys. If your lady,
why we gotta be tough guys?
If your lady come in at 5 o'clock in the morning, you
That's
cool with
different.
that?
She ain't got nowhere she could be at until 5 a.m.
Oh no! Why is it different?
Do I know where she's at?
Right.
I was just gonna say, locations is on. So when she out and I'm not with her,
That's
the location on.
Locations are not on.
I'm saying she good. It's for her. It's for her, not for me. Because I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm good. I'm gonna go to sleep. I trust my lady wherever she may be in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that my lady has to come home.
I'll never be sleeping when my wife walks through the door. Never.
Hold on.
Any circumstance.
This is what I'll say. She got some homegirls where if she with them late like that, I wouldn't care. But none of those women are in living situations to where they be kicking it at their house. So
this is a conversation to have. This is a conversation
to have.
When
that kind of stuff happens, they at my house. Like her homegirl April, one day she came over. I come downstairs, they both passed out drunk off wine, sleep on the couch. April ended up crashing for the night.
Yeah, I don't see no problem with that.
She disrespectful to her husband because she drunk
off
the wine?
Y'all ain't gonna moonwalk around the question I asked, nigga. If your wife come in the house at 5 o'clock in the morning, regardless if you know where she at or not, you okay with that?
No, that's a big variable. If I don't know where she's at,
Rashonda knew this nigga was at my house.
Let's say you know where she at and who she with. You still okay with that?
Yeah, have fun. Live your life.
Would I? Like,
fuck I look
go
like.
at it. Have a ball.
Bro,
you not okay with it?
I ain't gonna hold you, Nate.
If she was her day one
at 5 o'clock in the morning,
I know their character. Then it's
saying okay with it. It may be a bit of a stretch. Of course, I'm gonna be okay with it, but like you ain't feeling no kind of way. Like
I'm gonna be honest with you, G. 5 o'clock in the morning, that means I get to go to sleep. First, I get to beat off with the porn volume up in the room, fall asleep, and I get to wake up refreshed. G, I don't know what you're talking about, G. All right.
I'm in agreement, G.
Yeah,
I'm in
like,
agreement.
I see no
as long as we touch base, and she let me know, like, baby, I'm sitting it down. I'm good. I can pinpoint where you at, and I know who you with. I'm one of them dudes. I'm never gonna bother you while you outside. So I want to know this about you, Nate. Do you be calling your girl while she out?
Never.
You let her shake her ass and enjoy her time while she out, right?
I encourage my wife to go out.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Probably. So if she out with a good friend that you know,
which no one trusts.
No one trusts, which I know who she would be out with. We all know who she would be out with. And she was like, I'm just gonna sleep on her couch.
She got several friends out here.
Right.
You know?
But we hang out. I'm just gonna sleep on so-and-so couch. You're gonna be like, no, you need to bring your ass home.
I think as a wife and mother, I think that there's a respect level that comes in.
Post that shit on Twitter, nigga.
I
want Twitter to light your ass up.
I think there's a respect level that come with
your property.
I know where Nate's going with this.
I mean, we finna get in the show. I guess we walking into the show. We might as well just get into it.
I mean, I don't know, Nate. So what you're telling me is, you said, because you did make a statement. You said you would not go to sleep with your wife being out the house, right?
I won't.
See, I'm the opposite. If my wife comes in late, she better not wake me up. If she come in at 5 o'clock, she better
don't come in this bitch looking for no Dino.
Yeah, don't.
Y'all got it fucked up.
I'm gonna make sure my lady gets to the crib safe. You know what I'm saying? That when she's out, she's good. She said, nigga, that's what I do.
I would prefer my chick stay at her friend's house and just come home in the daylight. Like, instead of trying to rush home 3, 4 in the morning, stay at shorty crib. Like, the fuck? Like, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? On some real shit. Like, we talking about y'all with y'all partner. What y'all think they out there doing Dinos? Like, I know we're past that, right? If we're past that, what are we concerned about?
It has nothing. It's not a concern. I think it's a respect level, man. Like, we don't.
The respect is letting you know where she at.
We're grown as fuck. We don't need to be out at all points. Like, what the fuck is
nigga? I'm calling cap, nigga, because you every time. Listen, can I have the floor? Can I have the floor to talk directly to Nate?
And what I'm telling you, Joffy, is every single time that shit happened, I've had a conversation.
That's fine, but let me ask you this. Every time we went out, the idea was not to get fucked up.
Oh no!
It was like, we're gonna have a couple drinks.
The going away party.
That was the one time that we was like, Nate getting fucked up. But she should have knew, like, I'm either sleeping at 10 crib or he's sleeping at Joffy crib. Word. That shit, like, you getting blackout drunk. Them other times, the intentions was never to just get fucked up, but you got fucked up to the point to where you couldn't take a 45-minute drive home.
You want to talk about this?
Let's talk about it.
Y'all want to John, come on.
Check the stats, we winning. When we lost, we replenished. Started last, but we finished. I just need my percentage. Outer space is the limits. Lie when they said the sky. My life like Claude, taking risks. Need my piece of the pie. Check the stats, we winning. When we lost, we replenished. Started last, but we finished. I just need my percentage. Outer space is the limits. Lie when they said the sky. My life like Claude, taking risks. Need my piece of the pie. Check the stats, we winning. Going hard since the beginning. I took off a minute, but now I'm back in it. Like work when your vacation finished. I clean up my image, I'm grinning, cause I ain't in debt no more. I was down, now I'm up like my credit score. Got a daughter I gotta do better for. Let's get paid off these punchlines and metaphors. Taking the steps to be wealthy. Pop Global LLC. Went from a worker to owner. The system thought I'd be a goner. Was young with them warrants.
What's up, everybody? You are now tuned in to A Cloud of Smoke, the podcast where we talk our shit. I'm one of your hosts, the Big Homie John. We're gonna toss it to the what do I want to call you, man?
I'm gonna call CLB.
Well, I don't even want to call him CLB. Clearly, his house is ruled with an iron fist. You know what I'm saying?
The man in an iron fist.
Yeah.
Bitch, you better bring your ass home.
Sleepless in Georgia.
And if y'all knew
sleepless nights in Georgia.
If y'all knew anything about my old lady, you would know it's the other way around, G. So. Jafito, what's up?
Hey, man, another week, man. I'm glad we back at it, man. Freaky.
What it is, what it do. Hey, we back. I'm happy to be back. Let's get into it.
No dice? No dice?
Because I can't have y'all playing me every week.
Let's jump right back into that conversation, Nate. So we were saying, like, so you said it's a respect level that comes with your missus being outside, right? Either way, not the guy, not the girl. It's a respect level. Y'all in the union. There's respect in that union, and there are times, and we're not going to call it a curfew, but there is a reasonable time for each one of you guys when you're not together to be knocking each other's door, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that reasonable time?
What's the reasonable time? Club close at 2. Y'all downtown Atlanta. It's about a 40-minute drive. So what you said, 3 o'clock, 3:15, you stop and get something to eat?
There's nuance to this conversation.
Let's talk about it. Give it to us.
You backpedaling.
No, I'm not.
No. I want to hear it. No, we gonna let you talk.
If this is a normal Saturday night, ain't shit going on, ain't nobody celebrating. It's niggas is out just kicking it. It's one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I personally would be like, all right, man, hey, this is my biggest deal in all of this, in this entire conversation. As long as I know what's going on and I know who's who, I'm more comfortable than not. You know what I'm saying? However, if it's just if it's a situation like I just said, it's nuance. If you celebrating something, if so and so's in town and it's this, it's that.
Yeah, I was finna say it's been random nights I done been over Al crib. We outside drinking, smoking cigars. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, last time I was in town, we was at Al crib until about 4 a.m, nigga.
We'd have been at the Leaf till 3 o'clock in the morning before.
True, that is a fact.
I mean, shit.
Has these conversations ever been had?
No.
With me and my wife, yeah. Like, okay, me and John live about 15 minutes apart, right. So I don't think I've ever got intoxicated to the point where I couldn't make the 15 minutes.
Let's not talk about intoxication.
But
let's just talking about coming home.
Just respectful, a respectful time.
When I had people living in the city and I go in the city, yeah, like she'll tell me, like, yo, if you get too drunk, just stay wherever you at. All right, say less. So I'll let you know what's up. I'll keep you posted on what's moving and what's shaking, and that's. I always usually try to.
And let me say that. I was just going to say that. How many times have you risked it and drove your drunk ass home? Because last time I was with you, John, what I asked you when that nigga got in the car?
Is he okay?
I said, is that nigga good to drive?
Oh yeah, I was straight. I ain't got.
You were not
throwing off cigars, G.
Like, he was not okay when he got in the car, G.
I was good.
John, that nigga was stumbling to the car, G. I said, John, is that nigga okay to drive?
Al has never operated a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol content over 0.08. Okay,
right,
exactly.
Joff ain't really a real one because he asked the wrong nigga. G, how you gonna ask another nigga if he okay to drive? G?
It was only me and John. He had already got the car. I was gonna tell the nigga to the crib. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I was good. I haven't. So since I become a parent, I don't risk it like that no more. I just stay my ass wherever I'm at because I got kids to come home to.
That's
so
the goal.
Be doing no dumb shit no more. Now back in the day, I definitely have had some questionable driving experiences. To say
got a cloud of smoke.
Y'all not talk about being
intoxicated. Nate is prefacing this conversation with just being out, no liquor involved. You just outside.
Whether you intoxicated or not,
is there a respectable time that you should be in the home?
I'm just hard pressed to think that any of y'all will be okay with your old lady just pulling up the crib, barely beating the sun.
If she has communicated with me, that's the thing.
Like if she's communicated with me, letting her know.
First off, my wife is already asleep at like 1 o'clock tops. All right, so there's nothing to even communicate after 1 o'clock. She's gone. All right, she's comatose. But she would know before she fell asleep where I'm at, what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? And that's the respect. The respect is letting her know.
So your wife sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning, got the urge to go take a leak. It's 4 o'clock. Ain't got no text from John. She not concerned or worried about what you doing, where you at all?
Nah, G, she knows. First off, most of the time, she can easily verify where I'm at if she felt the need to.
Of course. I don't.
So then, if that's not on the table,
but I don't think that. And what I'm saying is that the old ladies think that it's anything nefarious going on at this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about from a level of respect, right? And again, we're going to use this word.
Communicating where I'm at.
This word probably more than we should tonight, but from a level of respect, I just think that it's shit closed. You know, we've had our fun. Let's come home and
Why should the fun shut down because the rest of the world shutting it down? What if you got some dope ass people when we lived close to each other? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, I get it, but I'm just saying, like nigga Nate, we can put the fucking karaoke on,
but you have to understand what I'm saying.
Fucking morning.
What I say is nuance. If this is a regular thing, then that's different.
It's a regular thing for Alex and John to be together like that.
15 minutes,
That's what I'm saying.
I pull up.
I'm gonna keep her. The respect comes from me just giving her updates. If I'm at John's house and then we decide to go to the league for whatever we doing, or we decide to go,
you gonna communicate
know,
that.
like yo,
there may be one-off occasions, like
that. It ain't even one-offs.
But that's what I'm talking about. The place I'm coming from is like there may be one-off occasions where it's like, okay, the guys in town, we checking in, we know what's going on. I know where you at. Get home safe.
So the Cloud Smoke Boys check in, right?
And cool. Yeah. But if it's a random Saturday night, you know what I'm saying, and motherfuckers just out just to be out, then I'm like, all right, nigga, you can come home.
Me and Al have absolutely linked on random Saturday nights, Friday nights, and done exactly what you're talking about. And I can't speak for Chauncey 100% sure.
Take Al out of the situation.
I would only stay out if I was with somebody that she knew.
Be kicking it with.
Why does it matter? Because we're gonna get to the root of the conversation. Because why does it matter?
It matters because the level of comfort she has with what I'm doing is directly related to who I'm with.
If I'm out with one of my dog ass homies that she particularly don't like,
we're getting somewhere, guys. Okay, let's talk.
Okay, but how often are you out with your dog ass homie?
But the thing is, there's one dog ass homie,
or does she trust your niggas?
There's one dog ass homie I have that my wife is not very fond of. She still wouldn't question me being out with him either.
Hey, Alex, say that again.
She trusts me.
Your lady trusts you, or do she trust your niggas? So why does it matter who you with?
It don't. But she knows them. She knows them personally. She knows everybody. She knows how they move, and she know me more than any of them. So she know.
Let's answer the question.
And she know our relationship. She knows my relationship with my homie.
Why is that familiarity important?
For a couple of reasons, right? Now I'm gonna be honest with you, right? The dog ass homie, he will remain nameless here, right? She might be more concerned, not necessarily with me, you know what I'm saying, chasing skirts or nothing like that. Did I get arrested with this nigga? Yeah, right. Like, like
this nigga he gonna get home safe, right?
Am I in the ditch bleeding out?
It ain't about chasing skeezers, G. You know what I'm saying?
If we talk about the same homie, that's where she's expecting me to stay tonight when I'm in Chicago when I'm in his
at his house.
Late and I'm drunk.
But if you're out in the streets with homie, then you already know what type of time it could be, right? Oh, yeah. And that's the whole thing.
But then also me. I'm probably not gonna want to be out with that nigga all night. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna
out, at the crib.
Nigga, I'm good. I'm like, nigga, I got a nice little buzz. I'm headed to the crib trying to get me some cheeks before my lady go to sleep. Nigga, that's where I'm at with that nigga. But if I'm out with one of you niggas, like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. And I willingly share my location when I'm outside because I'm not gonna call you and give you a play-by-play. Like, if you ever get to the point to where you're concerned where Jaffe is, you can click on. That's why we got iPhones. You know what I'm saying? If I'm fucking with you, I'm only fucking with you if you got an iPhone. I won't even respond to Alex as sometimes when he used to be on that green dot shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Yeah, man.
But like with my when I had my lady, I would willingly share my location with her so that she knew, like, oh, that nigga is over there, or there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep calling you and be like, oh, plans changed, I'm moving around or this and that. When I'm outside, because I'm gonna give you the same respect. When I'm outside, I'm outside. I'm moving and I'm shaking. When you outside, have a ball. Go at it. Do what the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? When you on your way home, let me know, like, babe, I'm leaving the girls. I'm getting in the car. I'm heading home. Now I'm on alert and I'm making sure you're good. I'm gonna
say this. The place that I'm coming from isn't coming from a place of these are my expectations for you or her expectations for me. I think, my expectation, period, for myself is, I need to get home so my wife ain't worried about me, period. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I don't think it's coming from a place of where, what she think I'm out here doing something I ain't supposed to be doing or vice versa. I don't think it's none of that. It's just from a respect level, like I want to make it home at a time that, you know, ain't beating the sun. You know, like that shit weird to y'all.
Man, well, Joff touched on something that I want to circle back to because this is the most important piece, at least in my relationship.
What we talking about?
When you married, like y'all not jackrabbits no more. So the little, you know, the opportunities and all that stuff kind of change. You got kids in the mix. So when one of us go out and we drinking, 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be
trying to get
time
home anyway.
When the other one get home, right? So when she out, I'm definitely sending a text like, "Yo, you trying to, you know, some freaky shit? Y'all know I'm freaky. I'm sending some freaky shit." Just so she know what's waiting for her when she get home. So
on that note, I'm gonna stay at my girls.
Yeah, right. So she come home.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
she come home every time, huh, Alex?
That happens. That happens.
So and then vice versa. If I'm outside, I check in like, "Yo, you still up?" I'm trying to get to it. She probably be asleep.
My wife be.
I don't be getting no response. I just get the delivered. It don't be read.
To the next morning, my boy.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not even gonna say. I'd be more concerned when my wife out late because it's just mad like creeps out here.
The outside factors.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like that's one of the reasons why like it's rare that I ever not be awake to greet my lady when she come home for them reasons. Because it's some weirdos out here and women is getting snatched up and all kind of shit. That's a subconscious thing.
I could respect that, but there's a couple of things I do. If I know my wife's going out for the evening, we'll make sure her tank is completely full so she don't got to stop at no gas stations. You know what I'm saying? I make all the late night runs or whatever. Might be something in the glove box for her in case she catch a flat or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do understand that aspect of it, but the other part of it, she's not moving alone. Right?
Women rarely alone, bro.
If she was out alone.
Unless she coming home, G.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. If she, you know, if there's the fucking I-55 strangler and she catch a flat, then that's a problem, right?
I know we all got resourceful women, but there's some worthless bitches out here.
John making a good point though, because females they tend to carpool, so they all gonna come back to one central place, and then they gonna disperse. So even if they shot out an hour away, they met up at a homegirl crib and rode out there together. So they riding back to the main meetup spot.
They so much smarter than us, G.
It's been times my lady like Ubered with a group of women, and I was more nervous about that shit than them carpooling.
So it's
probably one of the most responsible things to do. I was just like,
it's a couple of things.
Weird.
He gonna kidnap all 4 of them. He gonna bring all their ass back.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's a couple of things I do. I make sure the car is full of gas. I give her money to valet. I told her, don't go fucking searching for parking spots.
Nope.
Fucking pull your shit up to the front of the establishment, pay that motherfucker whatever the valet is, and then have a good time. And I ain't worried about the rest.
Pay young Julio in the red or yellow jacket. Let that nigga run and get your shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
All right. So we've established that it's not a infidelity thing. It's just more making
safety.
Sure things is on point.
Safety's real. That's a valid concern.
All right. So if your lady walk downstairs, she got the cheeks out, ready to hit the town. What we doing, G? She got the cheeks out.
That's a problem.
She got to walk back upstairs.
First of all,
she got the cheeks out. What's happening? What's happening?
I would hope that all of our women are respectable enough to themselves to not go outside with their ass cheeks hanging out.
She's a mother.
So I'm gonna just put that out there first and foremost. I know my wife wouldn't dress like that, and I'm pretty sure none of y'all's would either.
No, my wife's definitely not doing that.
I'm gonna ask a question real quick.
Okay.
While we on this subject, so we went to Vegas for our anniversary a couple years ago. And my wife she bought a swimsuit that shows some cheeks, right? And she had asked me, she asked me like very specifically, she was like, how would you feel if I wore this, you know, knowing we're gonna be around friends, and and I had to come to terms with how I would feel about that, and I was like, no, that shit look real good on you. Do you think that's what we end up coming out to? So what's the difference?
You was there.
Yeah, you're right there.
Okay.
Okay. So let's attack this. Let's attack this. It's a respect level. She respectfully came to you before just doing it. First off, let me just give you my stance. I've never policed my girl's attire. You don't
have to.
You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna give off hoe vibes or whorish vibes, I probably ain't gonna entertain you. Right?
Hey, stay there. Before you carry on, what's hoe vibes, G?
So we all go outside right now. It's Hoochie's R Us outside. It's Soul Train, wardrobe. I've seen women with see-through tops, nipples out. Yeah, they literally come out of lingerie. You know what I'm saying? Now thongs out, ass everywhere. Now, see, it's little black dresses, and I'm not gonna lie. When my lady used to wear the little black dress, I used to applaud that shit. But she only wore that shit when I was with her. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was never when I wasn't around. When I wasn't around, it was usually something comfortable, a jogging suit, some sneakers type shit. You know what I'm saying? Dress that shit up. But like, I mean, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this conversation.
I think we're here though.
We're here, but like, I want to tie it together before we get there, because I'm like, what is the difference between you being there and you not being there in what she has on?
That makes a huge difference, because
y'all are outside moving, trying to fucking get.
Y'all moving as a unit though.
So you don't have a problem if she's with you and she's wearing whatever she's wearing. Is that
it depends on there's a limit to that though.
Right. So let's back up. So I actually encourage my wife to wear more sexier garments, I guess is the best way I can put it.
A little lace, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be out here with her ass cheeks showing her more than maybe like 10% of the breast cleavage, but them motherfuckers ain't got to be covered up to the top either. Like,
they got to be going to church with the fit.
Right, exactly. Okay. Like, yo,
show your form.
I think this outfit looks better because it's a little bit more sexier. Now, if she wanted to wear something like that, we talking about Keke Palmer, y'all. All right.
We know that. We're going to get there.
It looked like a respectable gown for the evening until she turned to the back, and that bodysuit was like a thong bodysuit, and I would say 97% of both ass cheeks was exposed, and that thing was thanging back there. It swallowed up that thong. It looked like she ain't had nothing on in the back. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she ain't wearing nothing like that. She might have,
even if you with her.
My wife with
her. It got to cup the bottom of the butt cheek if we together. Like,
let's
going out to a club. Now we're at a pool or a beach, then the rules change a little bit.
But she probably, I'll speak for my wife. My wife wouldn't even wear that to the beach.
If she want to be thonged up at the beach, that's a little bit different. But she gonna have a cover up on.
I agree.
One of them, what the chicks be wearing now, bro, with the sleeves and shit and flowing in the wind and shit. So when they're gonna be full ass cheeks out, unless she like under the water or something. Had to
change her heart. Let's say your wife hit the gym, she started getting her body's right where she wanted to be, and she want to put on something a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Something to accentuate those things. Do you have something to say about that? Is that a conversation that needs to be had with you?
It'll be. She don't do thong bathing suits, first of all.
We're not talking about it.
The difference would be the difference between a one-piece full body bathing suit or a two-piece. That shit's
cute. I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna wear it out for our anniversary.
Right. It would
be. She got to have a conversation with you.
She'll ask me how it looked when she put it on before we go outside.
Does she have to have a conversation with you about it?
Oh no, because I trust her judgment.
But if she came down saying that she was rocking that, what is Alex saying? That's what I'm getting to.
Rocking what Keke was wearing?
If she had that, let's say she had on that exact same outfit, regardless of how conservative your lady is. If she had on that exact outfit,
that would have been exactly what I said.
John, what's your response? What's your response in that situation?
Might not say nothing. I might disconnect the battery cables to the vehicles, and we go sit in the house and look at one another. But we're not going out like that.
Jaffe, what say you?
I don't have a real response. I really don't. I mean, I see it differently, man. It's like if she respect me, she know what my limits are. She know what the fuck I'm against, and she wouldn't put that shit on from the jump. I'm not gonna have to say nothing. Like I would say this, you know what I'm saying? Like I think all of our wives are old enough and wise enough to where they understand what is sexy and what gives enough. You know, the word is it's giving. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say nothing like rude towards y'all wives, but I think all of our wives can put on some liquid leggings and get just the same amount of attention that a bitch with her ass out can put on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have an objection with her having on liquid leggings where it's like it's the part where the shit is like completely nude and lace. You get what I'm saying? So that's the part that's a problem, and that's the disrespect. That now we tell that respect and disrespect.
So what y'all saying is there's an unwritten respect level that's happening.
No, it's understanding your man, because some niggas out here are simps, and some niggas they wives do what the fuck they want and they move how they want to fucking move.
Yeah, but like,
but for most niggas,
you got a simp or you got a real
for most women who pay attention to their man, they know that their man not that nigga to play with on some shit like that.
I think it's a
most women know that,
right? Because you know the boundaries, some of them are unspoken, right? There's just certain shit she's not gonna put on because, you know, in addition to maybe her not necessarily being comfortable wearing shit, don't want me in an uncomfortable situation either.
But
right?
y'all missed the point. Nate's asking a hypothetical question, so we all have established that our ladies.
That's what I'm saying, though.
That. But
I have a conservative wife. You have a conservative wife. Alex, you have a conservative wife. We know how this goes.
You know why? You know why it is? Because conservative women get wifed, and the other ones don't.
Y'all missing something too. Y'all know Keke, she kind of hood, man. She from like Harvey, Illinois, bro. So
I'm not gonna do that to Harvey.
And again,
Harvey definitely catching.
She's not a married woman either. She's just a mother. Right. She's not a married woman. She's just a mother.
I'm glad you said the whole married woman thing. Look, this is a broad statement here. The notion that you could just shut the faucet off when you get married and be completely different is cap. You are what you are before you get married.
This might be one of them conversations we need a woman's opinion on.
I think I've been saying that shit for a week and a half, but never mind, Jaffe.
Because that falls into the same BS of, oh, I'll be submissive for the right man.
For the right man.
But when I'm not with the right man, I'm gonna be masculine as hell. Like that's always been stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? And this is the same thing. If you are conservative, you conservative. And if you're not, and you out there, cheeks out, titties out, then that's just what you are.
I think some women are looking for a different level of attention. And sometimes that nigga that they with, his approval ain't enough. They want the approval of everybody else in the world but that nigga. But let me say this. All of our wives, all of your wives, you know what I'm saying? And our ladies, they don't seek nobody else's approval. They only seeking your approval because they chose you and you chose her, right? So at the end of the day, there's no struggle there.
That's cap. That's cap.
How so? Whose approval is your wife seeking?
The reason why we all get dressed and try to look nice, smell good, look good, is because we want other people to see that shit. Period.
Yeah, with my lady. I don't want to fucking look bad with my lady. Who I'm trying to buzz a name?
Period, G. Because like we're talking.
If you put that shit on, you definitely want to be seen in the room.
Of course, we're talking about a situation where.
So you talking about when you had your leather pants with the ass out and the zebra print? You was trying to be seen.
If my wife not even showing up, I'm still gonna try to look good, smell good.
If the guys is going out, I'm still gonna be fresh. You know what I'm saying?
That shit got nothing to do with my lady. That shit got everything to do with want to present myself.
But the same token though is you still don't want to. Like I remember, I had this shirt, right? I'm not proud of this shirt, but I did have it. It was a Kanye line, right? Was it Kanye? I think it was. It said 24/7, 365, pussy stay on my mind, right? Mm-hmm. And my wife saw
good old days.
Yeah, those were, yeah. And she was like, "You really gonna wear this outside?" And you know, we had that conversation. Guess what? I didn't wear that shirt.
Did that have anything to do with you being a husband or a father?
I don't think I had kids at that point.
Okay.
I don't think I had kids at that point. And so, but it portrayed me in a way that, if I'm being honest, I don't really want to be portrayed that way. But she, it bothered her for me to be portrayed in that way, and that's honest. You know what I'm saying? So I think it goes both ways. I wouldn't wear something that made her uncomfortable either.
I'm asking questions for a specific reason.
Well, let's get to the reason, man, because we've been beating around the bush.
We're not beating around the bush because I'm trying to get y'all niggas to not cap on this podcast. That's what I'm doing. Because what the original thing I said when I was just talking about showing up at an appropriate time of night or in the morning or whatever, because there's underlying levels of respect in relationships, whether they are defined or undefined. And I think in situations, again, like staying out at your homeboy crib till 5 or 5:30 in the morning, that may be one of those undefined levels of respect. You know what I'm saying? That may not have been an issue or a big enough issue to make it an issue, versus something like you going out with your ass cheeks out. And if we have even if we've again underlined this as a level of respect or not, because again, we've known our ladies from the time of the inception of our relationships to be who they are, be conservative, be this, be that. And that's why I was saying, if things was to change, and if the situation changed to where she's going out with her girls and she got her cheeks out, how would I feel? Would be considerably different than how I feel if I was with her in that same outfit.
Okay. And now, you're talking in terms of us. Let's talk in terms of Keke. Because
but I'm
if your girl was a celebrity and was getting dresses for Vera Wang and whoever else, these bitches walking around with motherfucking meat on their body. Like Lady Gaga showed up with fucking salami on her body. Like if she was wearing a dress for promotional, all right, go ahead. I'm gonna let you do it too. Because you can't make this parallel with us. I wasn't a celebrity
yet. Because there's an added element to that situation, that we haven't even touched on yet.
Listen, what I'm saying to you is if we didn't have conservative women, they didn't just get conservative at that point, right? So what I'm saying is, if you was rocking with it, like if you've made the decision to be with a woman, however she is, you've met her on her terms, just like she's met you on your terms, right? Then you've already made peace with that.
We've been together 20 years. Things change. You know what I'm saying?
No. You can't switch it up on me.
Oh, no. I can, because again, let's say your old lady hit the gym. She in the best shape of her life. Shit fitting a little bit better than it's ever had for her. Like, again, for her, not for you, for anybody else, for her. And she want to wear something a little bit more form fitting than she ever have. That's a real life situation, my dude. And again, if you want to just draw the parallel between Keke, she's fresh off bearing a child, and the bounce back is an important aspect of childbearing for a lot of women. Again, like we'll touch on that here in a second, but I'm saying,
yeah, that's cool.
That's an accurate assessment of how women view their bodies. Again,
I think we need to bring a woman on for this one, bro. I got Brianna on the phone. Now, I'm gonna preface this. I'm gonna set the stage, and then Brianna, I'm gonna let you say what you got to say. I think all of our wives dress conservatively. As my sister, I'm gonna tell you, I think you dress probably not as conservative as our wives.
You be having them cheeks out, Brie?
I definitely do. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. So we're gonna lead in with that, and we talking about the Keke Palmer and what's the nigga name? Darius, whatever his name
is. The nigga is not relevant.
His
Chill
brother
out, man. That's
is
former
old
Dallas
boy
Cowboy,
from
man. Chill out.
Insecure.
Don't know who
His
he is.
brother
Don't know who that
Insecure.
nigga is.
Still don't know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. But go ahead, Al.
So we're discussing this whole situation, and we're talking about respect and boundaries, and it's four dudes sitting up here talking about it from a man's perspective. And this is a two-way conversation because there's nobody here that can represent the position of Keke. So that's why we brought you in, because you like to dress revealing. Keke's out here dress revealing. Both of y'all single. So what's your stance on this?
Keke wasn't single, G. That's the
Single
best
now.
of
She's single
She
now.
married.
She's
She
single
ain't
now.
fucking married.
She's single now.
She ain't married. Single till you married.
Well,
That's
I'm
cap
not
too. Single to you
single.
married is cap.
Hey,
Well,
your sister
my
just told you some shit that you didn't know, G. She not single.
Got a term ID, got term ID. Yeah.
Hey, you heard him say,
Yeah. So he got to have all 5 combos.
This
yeah.
Negro ain't been to the family party.
Yeah, who is this nigga?
we working on it. We working on it.
Come through there. Congratulations.
So now
Now talk your shit.
So now your
Right.
perspective is even more important.
Yep,
I mean,
talk your
I
shit.
ain't gonna lie. I saw her outfit and if she wasn't in a relationship, I don't think there would be anything wrong with what she had on. But I do kind of agree with what her boyfriend, her ex now said. Like, you are in a relationship, you are a representation of your other half. Like, something, if she was with him, I don't think it would have probably been that bad. But because she was by herself and she was with her girls and just kind of on a night out after just having a baby, and we know you all in a relationship, it is kind of like, girl, why you have your cheeks out like that? Like, it was a full-fledged thong with a mesh dress. Like, she really probably should not, but he should not have went on social media calling her out like that. That was just so wrong on so many levels. I'm not surprised they broke up.
We speeding.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're speeding right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So-
I'm sorry.
I want to go back. This is a real scenario.
G, she got a nigga, G. Like she
I'm
didn't
gonna
you.
put Brianna on blast. I'm putting Brianna on
got a
blast
nigga,
right
Alex.
now.
Your little sister
No,
got a
man,
nigga,
let Alex do his thing. Alex, proceed.
2023. I believe the year was 2020 or 2021. You were celebrating your birthday at Maestro's in Chicago. And what did you have on?
Me and him weren't together. We were not together. We were not on good terms. I was single.
For how long?
Probably like a month, because we be so off and on, but still, I was single.
That's not single. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you describe what you had on.
I had on a see-through mesh dress, but I made sure I wore like some tights. I did have on like stockings. They were sheer stockings, but I did have on stockings. I did not have on a thong. I had on regular like underwear. And then I had on the sheer stockings that were darker at that part of my body. And then I had the dress on. So although it was mesh, like see-through, it wasn't like super revealing. The only part that probably was revealing was around my chest, because I didn't have on no bra or nothing. But I had on the little pasty things. But I ain't think it was that bad. I ain't gonna be, I'm a like low
See Al's
key.
face?
Yeah.
I wish he wish he had one of my sport coats to throw over you.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is a conversation I've actually had with my boyfriend. I do be asking, like, do you care if I wear stuff like this? And he be like, nah, like, I'm good. Like, as long as you respectful and, you know, you respect yourself and you carry yourself in a respectful manner. He doesn't typically care what I wear, but out of respect for him,
Damn, I got questions, Bree. And I don't want to put you on blast. Hold on, Al. Are you willing to speak on your relationship openly right now? Like,
yeah, I don't care.
How long have y'all been together?
3 years.
Oh, so this somebody you've been off and on with, right?
Yeah, for 3 years.
She
yeah.
can hide this nigga from you, Al, G. Damn, G. And hide this nigga from you for 3 years, G.
That's between her and God.
And he has been this way. He's had these you've been open like this with him the entire time?
Yes, we have a very
and he has always had this
relationship.
stance.
Yes, pretty much. Yes.
Okay.
Like I make some, okay, I'll say this. Okay, so I'm gonna give an example. I just came back from vacation. And on this vacation, he thought it was a girls' trip, but it was not. And I did not tell him that until I got there.
Whoa. Whoa.
The thing is, I was planning this trip when we were on bad terms, so I didn't feel the need to tell him all the details. Anyway, out of the 9 people that went, 7 of them were men. I was not interested in any of them. I made sure I stayed in contact with my man the whole time. We talked all day, every day.
So it was 7-2?
Hella
Yeah,
violation.
7-2.
I ain't gonna hold you respectfully.
That's hella
You would have been
violation.
single on the comeback, man. You,
Yeah.
hey, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, hey,
Yeah, buddy.
He trusts me. He trusts me. I trust him. And we talk.
So if you trust him, why couldn't you? What? Let me ask you this: if you trust him, why you just couldn't communicate with him? Like, hey, babe, we already done made these plans. This is XYZ. Why did you like?
It's
y'all
not-
trust each other. Why
okay,
couldn't
so
you
it's
just
not
share?
That it wasn't that I was withholding. It wasn't that I was hiding it. It's just that I just didn't go into full detail on who was involved and who was going because
That's withholding.
Basically, we were. So this is basically what happened. Imagine you and a bunch of your friends is going on a guy's trip, and you got these female friends that be like, "Can we tag along so we can have a place to stay for free?" It was more so like that. We tagged
so you
along.
stayed with the guy?
Y'all stayed at the crib with the niggas?
Hell no.
Just so we can have a place to stay for free.
Nah.
And we had our own rental car.
Y'all
We
was
off
freeloading
doing
off
our
the
own
niggas.
thing. What'd you say?
Y'all was freeloading off the niggas.
Yeah, we stayed in the house for free. We got
no,
sir.
You would have had flight credits.
I would have.
We had our
had
we
flight
bought our,
credits.
listen.
Okay, hold on. Let's back up. She hasn't told y'all the most important part. This is not just like a flight to LA or to Atlanta or Dallas. And they went to fucking Portugal, bro. So it ain't no like, oh well, I ain't
y'all
got
in a house.
I'm definitely not letting you go internationally.
Okay,
house
so look,
booty.
Y'all had to
can't
get passports
cancel the
and
trip,
shit.
bro. If it's an international trip.
These were friends. This person who booked the house was a friend of my homegirl who I went with. They've been friends for years.
Do your nigga
so
know these niggas?
She asked him like, "Hey, we going to
Bree?
What?
Do your nigga know these niggas?
No.
You even know these niggas.
I mean, I knew the person who booked the house. I know.
So it was six other outcomes that could have came from this trip because you only knew one.
I mean, ain't nothing happened because
we're not saying nothing happened. We know that you're a respectable individual, but as a man, my comfort level, I'm never gonna be comfortable with that.
I'd have never
you
cleared
can't
that.
come home.
Let me ask this question, Bree. Could your dude have said, "Yo, I'm coming to Portugal too"?
Yeah, I mean, if he wanted to, I wouldn't have gave a damn.
Could he? No, I ain't saying it.
The niggas wasn't gonna let them stay in the crib, G.
I don't know. All I know. Listen,
ain't no way.
So basically,
ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
I don't know. We talked about it. I asked him how he felt about it. I could sense some hesitation in his voice. So I just made the executive decision. I wouldn't go no more. So this the thing.
No more. You don't already went.
Well, no, let me finish. So the dude
can't do that.
Who we was with, they basically said like, y'all cool, y'all add to the aesthetic. We know y'all not on that, but y'all more than welcome to join us again. So I asked him straight up, my boyfriend, would he care?
House ass.
You know,
I'm
gonna tell y'all this.
Around the house.
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
I saw the Instagram reel. I know what was going on, G.
When a group of men travels
look like,
and they on bullshit, it does help for them to
have a couple
females.
pretty chicks with you.
Right. It makes the
We
other
had that
girls
talk, yeah.
comfortable. It makes the other girls comfortable. The ones they trying to bring home and all that.
Yes,
shit.
and that's
It don't make the
basically what
husband
it was
comfortable.
the whole trip. That's basically what it was the whole trip.
I ain't gonna hold you. Rashonda would have re-entered America to a fucking large envelope of papers. All right,
papers,
an envelope of papers,
papers,
and she would have had to figure it out.
Papers.
None of my clothes would have been in the closet, and it would have just been some papers on the bed. G.
Hey, this goes to my point. You single till you married, because I'm pretty sure Brianna wouldn't have moved like that if they was married.
Hell no, I wouldn't have done no shit like that.
Exactly.
But you know what? Like I said, we talked about it afterwards. I asked him. I sensed some hesitation in his voice because I straight up asked him, "Would you care if I went on another trip with them?" I sensed some hesitation in his voice, even though he didn't directly say no. I just made a decision within myself, like I'm not going no more.
The hesitation what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go no more.
No.
You still went. You already got your rocks on.
The damage.
You might have gave him a hall pass and don't even know it.
All right. Let's tie this. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Let's tie this back. So Bree.
Mm-hmm.
Bree is not feeling us right now.
You went too far, Al. You had too much dip on your chip.
Too much dip on your chip.
I'm just saying. It depends on his level of insecurity.
He's not an insecure person, which is why he doesn't make a big deal about a lot of stuff. because he's not like that.
So do you think
he's very much like he knows I ain't.
You ain't got to defend him on here. You ain't got to defend him, right?
I need you to keep it a bill with your guys right here. All right. Did you in your heart of hearts know that he would have had an issue had you told him that would have affected you going or not? Yes or no?
That's why she didn't tell
answer that question publicly. Just put it in the chat.
I think if he had an issue, he would not have said it. He would have maybe implied it, kind of danced around it, but I don't think he would have exactly directly said he had an issue with it.
I don't know, buddy, but if you got an issue with something that your lady doing and you don't say it, it's not a good look. Yeah, I don't want to say that, but yeah.
That's
I'm gonna say it.
That's a red flag for relations. Not hating on your relationship, but that's a red flag. Cause like that shit could lead to other shit down the line. But I'm asking you yes or no because
I mean, I'm honest with it because we both will admit that our relationship has problems. It has had its ups and downs. It has been very toxic. I mean, we talking about going to couples therapy right now. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem talking about our relationship. So I think him not saying it directly, if I would have told him beforehand, probably would be because of the issues that we have and the fact that we be so off and on. It's like, well, how could I say something when we weren't talking for 3 months? She had me blocked when she was planning this trip because we were on bad terms. So it's just like, you can't come in now after I've already spent $1,500 on a bunch of shit, like, and tell me not to go. Just be like, we weren't even together at the time that this was planned.
It's nuance.
That nigga should have been on the flight with you.
It's nuance, and so like I get what you're saying, but I'm asking that because if we again bring it back to the Keke shit, right? Did she walk out of the house knowing that her dude was gonna have an issue with what she had on, or any of that?
Did they live together, or what was their living arrangements?
I don't
know, man. I just feel like she popped up pregnant.
But
and this
I will
nigga
say,
popped up
this part does matter. Look, I'm at the crib watching a newborn, and my shorty's out with her ass cheeks out. I'm definitely gonna feel some type of way. It's like the double whammy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think we got very deep into this conversation.
Answer the question.
Go ahead.
Answer the question first, because I think that intent is important, y'all. So, like, do you think
he's a stay-at-home husband?
I'm gonna say from a female perspective, I just carried a baby, 10 months, delivered. I snapped back, maybe not entirely, but damn, I look good. I'm out here in the media, everybody talking about me right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on my shit. Hell yeah, I'm gonna wear that dress.
Now, again, the question I'm asking, do you think she put that shit on knowing?
I really have a question that I want y'all niggas to answer, but go ahead, ask your question, man.
Go ahead.
Ask your question, G.
Go ahead. I've asked it.
No. You was getting to a point. So my thing is, this is my thing. I don't think we've expressed this part of the conversation. So everything that we know that's come out of the public, like Bree said, she popped up pregnant and the nigga just popped up out of nowhere. But again, this nigga's a struggling actor, or he's a entry-level actor. He's trying to get on. And from what we know, what we've been told, he's a kept man. He is at Keke Palmer house, living in her shit. She taking care of that nigga, this, what, or the third. He has the baby while she's focusing on her career. Flip that shit. So flip that shit. Your wife a stay-at-home wife. You paying all the bills. You bringing in all the motherfucking money. Can your wife tell you to do? Does your wife have any say-so on anything you do? As not saying y'all, because I don't want y'all to say y'all. As a man, you taking care of everything in the house. All you doing is being here to be a facilitator of the kids. Can a motherfucker tell you what the fuck to do?
I respect my lady, G, under any circumstance.
Okay, that's fine. I expected that answer from you.
I don't want to financial prison, right? So if that's what it is, I would never want my woman to feel like she got to do what I want to do only because I'm the breadwinner.
I'm saying in real life, we talking about real life situations, not our situations.
Right.
In real life situations, in real life situations, if the roles were reversed, no one would fucking have a problem with it because it's what's expected. Like if the nigga paying all the bills and you just a stay-at-home wife, then you gonna do what the fuck I want you to do. You gonna wear what I want you to fucking wear, and I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do, and you can't fucking police me on that because I run shit over here. So
is there an equivalent?
Because Keke, well, the equivalent is Keke. She runs shit in her house.
Man to have his ass out in the streets. There's no equivalent from a man's side, right?
Alex, you wear your hoochie daddy shorts every summer. I wear European swim trunks to the beach. Thighs out, meat packed in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even being funny. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Though? I mean, I guess gray sweatpants would be equivalent. I'm not even being funny. I'm really trying to make a parallel. Y'all get what I'm saying?
I mean, but really though,
he was out here with his balls showing.
Because if it was the other way around and it was a man, he would be actively more than likely cheating in that case. So like, she wasn't doing that. All she did was wear a revealing outfit.
I
think that's false because more so than what she had on was how she was acting, you know, and kind of
like John at a Mike Strong concert.
Kind of what she allowed to kind of go on, man.
I mean, but Usher does that at all his shows with any celebrities that show up.
I'm gonna say this though, but I'm gonna say this.
Nah, what's his name, girlfriend? He tried to pull her up there.
Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, she.
But that's what I'm gonna say. This it's a respect level. Usher does that. Usher particularly does that to those people that sit in that seat. And a lot of women, it's Usher. You gonna respect them. You gonna give them the little. You're not gonna twirl, but you're gonna give them the little bounce back and forth. You may sing your little part of the song, and then you're gonna sit your ass the fuck down. Because most of them chicks, when they there with their nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or they there with a bunch of. I seen Regina King when Regina Hall them were there. Like they had fun with it, but at the end of the day, like the respect, like Usher pushed that shit. He did a lot more with Keke than he did with any other chick that I've seen.
That's because she was looking good. She just had a baby. She had that grown woman body on her. She was looking good. And her boyfriend was just mad that he wasn't there with her, is what it ultimately come down to.
This is the part nobody talking about. And I thought somebody else was going to touch on this.
They got
nobody else has. I think that their relationship was on rocky terms. And
probably.
She wanted to piss this nigga off.
That's why she stepped out.
Right. And she wanted to piss him off to get the result that happened. They eventually broke up.
Women do shit like that.
I definitely think that's what happened. And her response to
women do shit like that
was in line with.
Well, you gonna make me look like a fool. At least it was Usher.
Have y'all seen the videos she been making? She just made a video today and she was singing Usher "Let It Burn."
Yeah,
right. She ain't give a fuck about this nigga, bro.
This bitch would be a dead woman walking. Fuck is you talking about?
Don't leave your girl around me. You play it for real. That's my nigga for real.
Man, that's tough, man. That's a tough way to go out, man.
Women do shit like that.
No, it's only tough until they go to court and damn, they wasn't married, was they?
No,
fuck. This nigga he losing all the way around. He gonna get Tampa pockets.
Nope.
He don't get none of the Disney residuals.
All I'm gonna say is, man, you shouldn't be shooting up the club if you ain't got no leverage. All right? Yeah, you shouldn't be shooting up the club if you ain't got no leverage, man.
Oh, wow.
Man, where did she find this nigga? Is the real question.
I don't know.
Nobody knows anything about this guy, man.
The only thing I know is
because you got a bad you can disrespect me as a man.
He didn't carry himself like a man. He should have never went to socials to address this shit. Right, he should have addressed it when she got home. I'm assuming they don't live together.
How we know he didn't address it at home?
No, because he didn't address it publicly.
Right, he still addressed it publicly.
How we know that they didn't have an argument and then she came out?
Why did he go to socials? Why did he have to go to socials?
Because he felt disrespected publicly.
Socials was the remnant of his being pissed off after their conversation.
That's some bitch shit, man.
Because if you disrespected in the public light,
he was disrespected.
Because what happened was he didn't just come out and say it. He responded to a comment initially. You know what I'm saying? And then
that man was seething, man. He was at the crib.
So somebody made a comment about what they saw. He responded to the comment and then made his own Twitter post or whatever.
He should have addressed it at home. And if Keke respected that nigga, I guarantee you would have never seen her outside like that again. If she respected
him, she wouldn't have conducted herself like that.
Man.
Nah, I disagree. If they've never had a
boundaries, that's human nature.
Exactly. If they've never had a conversation about that and that boundary has never been set, then she was just, like, oh, I look good. I want to wear this outfit. You know what I'm saying? If he would have came to her and like, look, I understand.
Yeah, but you
look
are grinding
good.
up on Usher leg, Usher doing the look back at your bare ass cheeks. Nah.
Man, the other
You
piece
don't
too,
ought to be the
bro.
conversation for that.
Women change after they become mothers. So the woman that she was when he got her pregnant is not the same woman she is today. So I think
touched
she's
on
out here.
that. Ambry touched on that.
Yeah,
You know what's trash about that statement though?
You have never seen
facts,
you've never seen
you know what's trash
Keke
about
has
that
always
statement?
she's always been cute and you know what I'm saying, fun
Right.
loving, but you've never seen her as a sex symbol until she had a kid. Ever.
But you want to know what's trash about that statement?
Wow.
Women are given the autonomy to say, I've changed because I'm a mother. And yet everybody on this pod talked about the reckless shit they did before they were parents, and then how the shit that they changed, because every one of us has changed from fatherhood as well.
It's
right?
different for y'all though.
But I'm still the same nigga at my core.
But
I think women really do go
certain
through
shit you won't do.
But
I think women really do go through like a shift, bro.
A dog ass nigga.
But what I brought up is the psyche of a woman after giving birth.
What's that psyche?
So for a man,
go ahead,
I feel
Bree,
like
you've given birth. What's the psyche of a woman after, like, as her body is changing from what she used to know to what she knows now to post having a baby? What's the psyche of a woman?
For me personally, I just feel like the difference was, shit, I got another person to take care of. Who the fuck is you to tell me what to do?
Talk about
I got a whole
body.
other person dependent on me.
Let's talk about
you
your
are
body
not about
and
to
your
come up in my
psyche.
life and tell me what to do. I am my own person. I am my own woman. I take care of myself. I take care of my child. And so unless you finna be paying some bills up in here, you ain't finna tell me what to do. Like,
that's valid.
I think that's kind of what it is for a lot of women after they have kids. Like, nah, I'm taking care of myself and I'm taking care of this other person. So I don't necessarily need you.
So right here, let me just intervene right here because what Bree said. Because what Bree just said is exactly what I said earlier. What you just said, Bree, unless you finna come in here and pay some bills, your opinion doesn't fucking matter, right? Yeah. So unless that nigga Jackson was in that building paying some fucking bills, his opinion didn't fucking matter. If he was on equal footing with Keke, I guarantee you, if Keke was married to 50 Cent or Lil Boosie or T.I. or Lil Duval or somebody, that wouldn't be the energy that she was given. I bet you that would have been a conversation that would have been had.
I know a lot of women feel like that, but if you make me treat you like a transaction, I'm gonna treat you like a transaction, and I'm just gonna leave it like that.
I want to hear the answer to the next question because he's trying to get what is a woman's psyche about her body post pregnancy.
Her body, not
body.
just what it looks like to be.
Okay.
Because again, a woman goes through a transitional phase to where the body that they're gonna have post baby is not even gonna resemble what they had prior to, in most respects.
I mean, I can't entirely speak to that because I was so young when I had my daughter. Mm-hmm. So I didn't get that until I was actually 30. Like that grown woman body, I didn't get that till I was actually 30. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think that when you go through pregnancy at, in your 20s, late 20s, early 30s, you already are going through a transition of your body changing. Because for women, we continue to change well into our 30s. So then you have all these hormones from you having your baby. And then now you might be more voluptuous. You might have bigger breasts. You might have feel down in your hips and everything like that. So you feel sexier. You feel more tapped into your femininity on top of the fact that now you've created something within yourself and in your own womb. Like, yeah, I feel like a woman and I have this power over my body.
Shit.
And for some women, they probably feel like she may feel like she's now, when she look in the mirror, she's like, I look good and I like this shape. And she's probably was having some great sex with him, which is why she got pregnant. So she was already feeling her sexual prowess on top of then having a baby. And now she has this body to go along with it. Yeah, she probably just feel like, I don't need this nigga. I can find somebody else who actually got some money and bring something to the table.
Discarded.
I can't speak on that dude's situation. All I'm gonna say is, if right after Trey came out, and my wife, she wanted to just all of a sudden start showing ass cheeks, she would have went from wife to baby mama real quick, G. Real fucking quick, man.
It's facts. That's right.
I mean, but what if she's showing just cheeks with you though? That's different.
That's fine. She can show me whatever. I'm gonna see that, yeah, sure. But if in public, you gonna go out in public without me showing ass? Okay.
It's a lot of
What
shit.
if she
I'm
started
fucking-
dressing? What if she did start dressing differently, but it was a more conservative sexiness? How would you
That's
feel
cool,
about that?
yeah. There's plenty of there have been in the history of women. There have been plenty of sexy women without being overly revealing. There's a way to do that shit. Right?
She said conservative sexy, and all I thought
Hey,
was
look.
Hillary
Hey, I can
Clinton.
show
She
y'all.
like
I'm not Hillary
your wife
Clinton.
walking out in
She got shoulder pads.
two-piece
Nah,
suits.
She got
Conservative sexy. What the?
Nah,
Hillary Clinton suits. Like what
nah,
the fuck?
Rashad,
Or
here's the
Hillary
thing,
Banks,
man.
G, from the old Fresh Prince with them
yeah.
shoulder pads and the
Yeah.
mini skirt. Like, this is my conservative sexy. The fuck out of here. I don't want to hear conservative
Hey, man.
sexy again, G.
It's possible though. It's a lot of shit out there that would look slamming on my old lady. A lot of shit out there, like, yo, man, this shit.
Then she don't got to show her ass and titties. I agree.
And
There,
it's-
like you have to accentuate what you got, right?
And she
like-
looks great with the shit that she puts on that doesn't show that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like
That's why I don't understand why we shooting Bell talking about like birth and femininity, and then that bitch went out to be a whore.
that's a real thing though. That's a real
but
thing.
she
though.
knew.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get to the
Brianna
meat of this
explained
shit?
it very well.
Can we get to? She
That's
did.
a real thing, bro.
But can we get to the meat of this shit? She knew she was going to see Usher. They probably had some negative energy between them. She went out to really pop her shit that night. And she got the reaction that she fucking wanted. Like, because when women, and I'm gonna put it like this, Bree, when you wore your dress to what you say, Mastro's, Alex, you was going out and you knew you was popping your shit that night, right? And you expected reactions from motherfuckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you got that reaction, the dress did what it was given what needed to be given, right?
Yeah.
Keke went out in that dress expecting reactions. Did she expect it to be like that? She definitely expected to hit some blogs and motherfuckers be like, Keke Palmer's killing it in the dress or the blah, 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 blah. But Usher's energy, we not gonna keep bypassing like Usher ain't wrong in this shit either. Like we shooting this
Usher
nigga
not
Bell.
Usher putting on the show.
Nigga, he do this to everybody. So if a nigga
do that to everybody.
okay, that's fine. So let's say that nigga was there and that nigga caught some feelings and muffed Usher ass. So then he wrong, huh?
Alex just went to Janet Jackson concert a couple weeks ago, G. And we asked him post pod, hey, she pull you up on that stage, you going? What'd he say?
Hell yeah, I'm getting up there.
Yeah. I'm there.
I ain't gonna have my ass or my dick out neither though. That'll be a violation.
The question ain't whether or not Al is going. The question is what Chauncey gonna do. Is she gonna let you go?
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you go see Janet and Janet said you can come up on the stage, you going up on the stage?
Are you blaming Alex or you blaming Janet Jackson, the entertainer?
I'm saying if you go get if Janet come to you,
right,
and Tia feels some kind of way behind it,
that's
and she
on
haul
me.
up and slap the shit out of Janet.
That's on me. That's ain't got shit to do with her. She an entertainer. That's her job. It's I should go get every piece of bail I got to give. That nigga ain't do shit wrong, man.
Exactly.
I don't think so either. I think ultimately what it come down to is that nigga
Don't come my way,
Darius
nigga.
knew his position was on shaky ground, and here go a nigga in his girl face who she could possibly get with. Because see, that's the difference. Keke is a celebrity who has her own career and everything. There is a chance that her and Usher could possibly date.
Yeah.
She could
And
date
she has prior
It'd be different
relationship
if she
with
was
Usher.
some
They know
random-
each other.
She got the
personally.
cachet to be able to pull a Usher type nigga.
Exactly. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. Darius knew his position was really like shaky, and it was a chance he could lose his girl. But he did. By going on social media calling her out, which was so stupid. So stupid.
My wife is a huge Mario fan, G. And that nigga tries to with her shit, Stone Cold stunning that nigga right on stage, G. I know it. Seen it happen, G.
What's the
Not worried
difference
about
between that and being at a strip club, though?
I don't know what you talking about, G.
Now we rocking, Al.
What you talking about?
Okay, if the significant others are okay with us going to strip club, it's all kind of nefarious activities happening in the strip club.
Because that's still entertainment. I think
this is entertainment. So
that's what
I
I'm saying.
think it's the difference is the setting.
If Janet would have pulled me on stage and did a strip club version light how can she be mad at that when she'll let me go to the strip club with my homies and get a lap dance, throwing money at these bras? Same thing for Usher. Usher ain't gyrating in front of Keke's face with his meat slong thing on and shit. The nigga was just
what? A meat slong?
Y'all know the little
a meat slong is wild.
What's a meat slong?
Yeah, you gotta relax over there, man.
That's mad wild, B.
What's
a meat schlong?
Cover up slip that you put your dick in and it like be flopping around and shit.
Al is on a different type of time right now.
Is that what
man.
you call that?
I don't know the name of this shit, bro.
Oh my
Al on a
goodness.
different type of time.
All he did was like hugged her a little bit and like sang to her. Like Usher wasn't in no violation, man.
Jaffa, why you say Usher was wrong, man? I need to hear this shit. Like,
no, y'all niggas got it, G. That nigga get all the bail for y'all, G. Y'all got it. I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I ain't got nothing to say about it.
You can't defend it.
I'm not gonna defend it. It seems like it's falling on deaf ears, G. He a celebrity, he an entertainer. This nigga feels the autonomy to walk up to anybody's girl, serenade them in their face, twirl them the fuck around, and that's okay. It's okay. But I'm saying, but if I'm that nigga and you do that to my bitch, and I feel some kind of way and I haul off and slap the shit out of them, I'm wrong. And I accept the fact that I accept the fact that I'm wrong. That's it. That's it. I accept the fact that I'm wrong.
There's video footage from that same concert. There was a couple in there celebrating the anniversary.
Yeah, and the nigga, but he got mad because it was supposed to be a proposal. And the nigga turned around and said, we've been married 20 years. And Usher said, oh, so you not proposing to her? That nigga finessed the scenario because Usher stopped the show so that he could do the singing and all that shit to them. And the nigga just finessed it. So that's not the same thing. It's not the same.
Not apples to apples, yeah.
So you buying your lady, you and your lady front row tickets to an Usher show.
Maybe we just want to fucking enjoy. We just want to enjoy the fucking the box.
So as he walked forward to your lady, it's on your lady to
I'm gonna hit him with this.
If she gonna get up or not, right?
All right, and if she get the fuck up, it's gonna be just like the 5 Heartbeats when Eddie came the same shorty and she fainted. I'm gonna get the fuck up.
And he gonna bypass you and your lady. And then go on to the next. I do too.
On that.
I think y'all must not know Jaffe
would be just as much in awe of Usher singing to your girl, just like your girl is.
Nah, hell no.
Like,
First of all, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
He chose my girl. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. I've been in the room with some of my idols and definitely didn't fanboy out. Floyd Mayweather was 1 seat away from me and didn't fan the fuck out.
I'll be completely.
I'm not gonna fucking fan the fuck out.
I'll be completely fine in that situation. Completely fine.
Nah, I'm gonna just
that nigga not grabbing her and kissing on her and shit like that. That ain't that nigga. Like,
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Let's keep it a bill.
If my lady, if she faint or do anything extra in the presence because of another nigga, that's now his woman.
Because now we talk about respect. Now we talk about respect. We've been talking about respect all night. So just because he Usher, now her morals got to go out the window. Now she can turn around and dance with another nigga in front of you.
Oh yeah, not happening.
Because Usher's gonna grab her hands and he's gonna 2-step with her, and Usher turned Keke Palmer around.
And what's disrespectful about that, nigga?
I'm gonna just say this, Nate. If I ever see video footage, if I see video footage of you holding your wife's purse while she danced with Usher, you can't come back to the pod.
So y'all really
y'all niggas smoking. Y'all niggas smoking.
Your wife has no chance with Usher. Like, just
it's not about her having a chance with Usher. It's about her.
It's about her in front of me.
With him showing her 2 minutes of attention during his show. That's what he does at all his shows. That is an act for him. So that's why I understand why y'all saying.
Let's not get it fucked up. If my wife going to some hole in the wall ass club and wearing that same outfit, I got a problem with it. We're going to see Usher. And this nigga,
you what you saying?
Around, why the fuck would I give a fuck?
You hear what you saying? So you saying she can't go into a hole in the wall club, but she can show her ass to Usher? That math don't math to me.
What you talking about?
You said you got a problem if she go in a hole in the wall club dressed like that, but if you going to see Usher, you all of a sudden don't got a problem?
What would be the problem?
Her ass is out regardless.
Right.
That's the problem. That you asked what the problem is? That's the problem. Nigga, her ass out.
Can she dress like that? Can she dress like that to go see Elon Musk, or you want her to dress like Hillary Clinton?
My niggas, I just explained to y'all.
Hillary Clinton.
if I don't have no problem with my wife having on a bikini that shows some cheeks, why the fuck would I give a fuck about the dress? If I'm with her. If I'm not with it, it's a different conversation. The conversation I've been having this whole pod was, if I'm there, it's no issue. If I'm not, there's a conversation that needs to be had.
You know what? I'm gonna say this
From
man.
a respect level standpoint. You don't have to ask my permission for shit, but like
the bikini thing is a cop out. Certain things are appropriate in certain environments. Okay.
And my question was why. That was my
That's
initial
just what
question.
it is, nigga. You wouldn't wear fucking shoulder pads like you was Andre 3000 in a
I wouldn't
random
wear
ass
shoulder
place.
pads ever, unless I'm playing football. Right?
Okay, so because
Kanye
certain
West
things are
wears them.
appropriate.
Have you ever I'm sure you've been to your share of pool parties or two, right?
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of cheeks out.
So what's the energy?
My girl cheeks
What
ain't
I'm
gonna be
saying
the focus of the
attire
party.
is appropriate for the setting. That's why a bathing suit is appropriate attire for the setting.
What if it's a grown and sexy pool party?
Nigga, fuck the setting, fuck the
mean?
room. This shit doesn't make sense, and you can't make it equate. Cheeks is cheeks, nigga. Like whether it's in the club or at the pool, or what are we talking about?
That's not true.
I'm with Nate.
Do I turn my freaky off? Do I turn my freaky off at the club, or do I turn my freaky off?
So cheeks is cheeks. So if your girl wear a 2-piece bikini with some cheeks out at the pool, not saying up her ass, I'm saying because there are 2 pieces that still show ass. If your girl got ass, she can have a full bikini and her ass can still be out. But she's at the pool. No one gives a fuck because you're at the beach, you're at the pool, right? But if your girl go to a fucking sit-down dinner at Maestro's and got her fucking ass out while everybody else is dressed to the fucking nines, that's not a fucking setting for her ass to be out, bro.
Simple.
That's what we said. It's the environment.
I'm not saying that your lady's gonna wear a 2-piece bikini.
That's what you just said to John's point.
No, I'm saying that if there's cheeks on display.
You said cheeks is cheeks.
If there's cheeks on display.
She wore a gown. She wore like
why
a dress.
Why would I care what the setting looks like if it's about the cheeks? It's not about the cheeks at that point. Is what I'm saying. It's not about the cheeks being on display. How is it about the cheeks if I could be cool at the pool and not be cool at the club? How is it about the ass?
The setting, bro. Like that's not a setting where the ass should be out. The ass should not be assing raw ass in the club. Gee. That's how bitches will go home with motherfucking herpes on the ass.
Gee. Chicks be Brianna was conservative enough to wear pasties. It's chicks out here showing whole nipples out with their dresses right now.
I can't be concerned about them. I can only be concerned about mine.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, if I got a problem with the cheeks, my problem's with the cheeks. It's not with the setting. It's with the cheeks being out. Period.
So cheeks shouldn't be out at all, right?
If I have that big of a problem with it, then that's a scenario. It's no cheeks, but it's not like, oh, cheeks is cool here, but cheeks ain't cool here. Because I'm saying,
I believe cheeks are cool.
It's the same nigga at the pool. So like
the same reason why you can wear a bikini to the fucking pool, and then if you try to go to the grocery store, Whole Foods gonna say you can't wear that shit in here. Because you know what? They've literally said
go get your
cover okay over there, but they not okay in here.
Right. So at the end of the day, we all fall on Keke's side. Or whose side are we on? Who's wrong here? Or is nobody wrong?
Everybody wrong.
Buddy is a goofball for going to social media.
How is Buddy? Okay, that part is true. But Keke, Buddy is a goofball for being emotional and being human?
If their relationship was on solid ground, Keke wilding out for showing her ass. That's my stance on it. If they was on rocky terms,
she's still wrong. She's still wrong.
Way to handle that.
She's still wrong.
Not if she don't care about this nigga. Because the end result is probably what they want.
Okay, well then let me go. Don't embarrass me. Why do I gotta be drugged?
Maybe he embarrassed her because he a nobody.
Oh, wow.
I mean, honestly, I think it just depends because everybody in their relationship is all different and what their boundaries are. If he felt that was a boundary that she crossed within their relationship, maybe because of prior conversations or whatever, then okay, she is wrong for that. But he is just as wrong for going on social media and calling her out. And she probably really just wanted to get rid of him, like one of y'all said, ultimately.
Man, she's totally entitled to wear what the fuck she want to wear. He's totally entitled to feel a way about it.
Yeah.
The problem is if they don't have the level of respect for each other to have a conversation about that same subject, that's the problem.
Bingo.
That's the problem. She could be completely fine wearing the shit if the conversation is had. He can be completely fine having an issue with it if the conversation was had. But if they don't communicate that between the two of them, then it's up.
I think that's the perfect way to summarize that, Nate. That is exactly the right way to summarize that, right?
Brianna nigga probably somewhere wondering what she ever talking to 4 niggas right now, G.
Listen, Brianna nigga is it's his birthday.
It's Kennedy's birthday, and I cooked, and Mom came over for dinner.
I was gonna say, Brianna's boyfriend is on suicide watch.
You invited my Dukes over there. Alex didn't even know this nigga. Damn, man. It's Philly in the household now, G.
This nigga's on pack watch finding out his girl was there with 7 niggas.
And that nigga is cool. He be working all the time.
Eating my I'll be on a leave of absence. Fuck what you talking about.
He gonna take FMLA.
Oh, hell no. I'm in your face. Fuck what you talking about.
Leave act.
Fuck what you talking about. I am in your grill. Hold on. What happened now? 7 niggas what?
That is.
That's wild, Bree.
Watch me make Bree lie. Hey, can he whoop any of them niggas?
Make sure he never hears.
Let me say okay, first of all, you know it's funny y'all bring this up because I think that.
Oh man, it's okay to just
can y'all be quiet so I can answer the question?
You have enough respect to lie for him?
Of all of them, I would say 1, yes, but the only reason why I'm saying no is because all these niggas was like 6'9", like all of them was.
Oh, you basketball team. Oh shit.
Hey, this boy took a massive L, bro.
No, he didn't.
Your girl went to the summer league. She was kicking it with Whitney Yama, G.
First of all,
playing international basketball.
Listen, first of all these niggas was older.
What does
all these niggas was over 45.
None of that matters.
It does matter because they would never get my time of day because none of them niggas was.
It don't matter that they would get yours. As a man, I'm gonna have a hard time believing that these niggas didn't drive on you.
A bunch of 6'9" niggas towering over me, like.
I mean, they tried, but I made it very clear I wasn't on that. Once we got there.
We're gonna let you go so you don't bury yourself in the deep.
I'm gonna get one of them texts in the morning and say, hey.
Make sure you delete everything.
I don't need to delete anything because we already talked about it. And he don't have no reason to feel no type of way.
I just want you to know, Bree, when he got off the phone, he punched the air like Lil Trey and Boys in the Hood.
He definitely did not.
Did he know that the Olympic NBA basketball team?
Nah, I ain't going to detail because it didn't matter to me what the fuck they was
don't matter now.
No, but real talk though, he's really so. That's one of the reasons why I'm with him because I'm very attracted to that, the fact that he's a secure person, a secure man. So he ain't worried about it, and neither am I. That was 2 weeks ago.
Shout out to the secure men out there.
Call me what you want, nigga. Hey, no fucking way.
A bunch of 6'9" niggas, alright.
7, 6'9" niggas, G. That's tough, man. She went there with the starting 5 and the 2 role players.
Not all of them was that tall. One of them was like real short. He was like the same height as me, like 5'4". He was bald.
That's
what people whoop. That nigga.
I guarantee you that little nigga. I guarantee that little nigga never missed a day in the gym.
It's funny too because once I shut him down as many times as I did, I could tell he was a little butthurt, and then he started talking about some. Okay, sis, I'm like, nigga,
It was only the little ones
drove him multiple times.
No,
he was gonna test that relationship.
It just so happened that the older nigga in her nigga could whoop was the only one that drove on.
No, all of them were trying. They was all trying. Because one of them was like, how much I gotta pay? How much it costs?
Oh my God!
Stop, G.
That's
You're not making these niggas huddled up and they had a conversation about which one of them niggas gonna win. That's tough, man.
You know what? I would not be surprised if they did, and all of them got turned down. Every single one of them did. No, I'm good. I'm loyal.
I mean,
I'm a faithful female.
Your pops was a little bit extra fat because you had to pay for no room.
Super cheesy when she came back, right?
She had to pay for no boarding. G, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't.
When I came back, I went straight to my boyfriend's house. So I wasn't one.
You look down looking at that.
I missed him. I wanted to see him. I missed him.
That's like old boy when he came back from the world, dead prayers. Everybody hanging around.
Hey, man, I got a feeling he'll be missing this nigga a little bit more here shortly, G. Oh no, G.
Oh shit.
It's some information out here, bro.
He don't even listen. I told him about the podcast, but he don't be listening.
Oh my God, I was gonna say something so toxic.
Damn, man.
Oh my God, please. Don't ever tell that nigga, next time just stay home, please.
No, I'll be honest with him. I tell him everything.
No, I trust you. Like, real shit. Like, it's me. I'm not even laughing. I'm past laughing. Like, yeah. I mean, any nigga that love you, I think he just gonna be okay. Like, you know, like, he just gonna say it. Like, yeah, it's cool. But that, like they said, that hesitation part of it, like, that's all you need to know. Like, that nigga was not okay, G. That nigga was probably miserable the entire time you was there. And once he found out, did you tell him that you was there with niggas once you was in Portugal?
I want to say yes. It was
that nigga had some sleepless nights, G. I don't care what you say. I swear to you. I swear to you. And he will never tell you because he fucked with you and he wants you.
Much before. He has never texted me that much before.
Hold on. Joffy giving us some gems right now, G. Carry on, G.
I'm telling you. That nigga will never tell you because he fucked with you and he wants you. But that nigga went through with that. Like, how long was you there?
I was gone for a week.
Yeah, that nigga was hurting, nigga. Real life hurting. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if that nigga tried to call a bitch or two. Like,
I was like, if he wanted to hurt me,
that nigga was slumped down with it. He was out here getting busy. Like, and I'm not saying that to fucking. Like, I'll tell you as a nigga though. Like, I've had chicks that I really loved and fucked with, and them bitches could be gone for 2 days. And if I feel like it's niggas around, and it's not that I don't trust, I'm like, Nate, I don't trust niggas. Like you said, them niggas were persistently trying to get you to the point to where them niggas offered you cash. You know what I'm saying? That's why, as a man in your head, you know if she around niggas, there is no niggas that a nigga will not speak to get him. So I know your nigga was at the crib going fucking through it. Like, you need to make that nigga a few extra meals this week. Some more sloppy toppings, you need to do the nastiest, freakiest shit you ever done with that nigga. Like, just to make that nigga feel secure in his skin, G, because I know that nigga went through it, G.
I mean, I've been back for like 2 weeks now. We didn't already do
he still ain't over it. He ain't over it, G.
I swear he ain't over it.
He's never going to get over that.
We arguing right now, so.
I know. You know what?
Wait till you hear these niggas was a starting five for the.
She just went on tour with the Portland Trailblazers, motherfucker.
He can't tell none of his homies where you was at.
He was out here with Matt Barnes and fucking Tracy.
None of his homies where you was at, man.
We watch this. Hey, G's. My wife is with the Portugal with like 12, 6, 9 niggas.
And you like first off, we know you not going.
These niggas will beat my ass.
Yeah, how much is the flight? How much you need to get over there, nigga?
Yeah, we gonna do that, bro. We ain't.
How much you need to get her back?
Nate, that's the difference between Joff Allen and me. They gonna try to fly you to Portugal. I'm gonna try to fly you up here, G. We gonna get you in the strip club. That's a long
all the smut dog shit.
Yeah, that's a long talk, G. You gotta let that one go, man.
Oh my God, G. I can't believe you told us that shit, G. That's why you a real one, G. That's why you a real one, G.
I ain't got nothing to hide because I know who I am and my work.
No, we not judging you at all. I'm just saying, like, you a real one for just sharing that. A lot of motherfuckers would never just openly share that shit, but you said, yeah, I waited to tell him. I said, oh no, she knew this nigga. You knew that nigga was not gonna be okay.
See, it wasn't like that. We literally, first of all, when I planned everything, we were not together because we started planning this trip in November last year. Me and him were not together for like 2 or 3 months around the time. Then we got back together. Then we fell off again. Then we got back together. Then we fell off again for like 3 months. So like, out of all of this planning for this trip, me and him was really only good for like maybe 2 or 3 months of all the planning. So that's why it just never really came up.
So from y'all getting back solid to you taking the trip, how long was it?
Shit, maybe 2-3 weeks.
Well, you had 3 weeks to tell the truth. Listen. Yeah, 3 weeks to tell the truth. Fuck out of here.
It's been way too much on Bree, but hey, G, like.
Violation.
Because I wish I could post the Instagram reel because it wasn't a nigga in sight on that motherfucker. Yeah, but that's
she did good.
on the nigga in sight. Nigga.
Wait. So that's the other part. All them niggas is married.
Oh, see.
Oh my! See, now you see why niggas be worried about dirtbag ass niggas. Because even if they're married, they go.
I trust my niggas, and that's that.
That's it. Nobody else.
And the niggas who I trust is this.
Yeah, it's a very
very small circle.
I hope. Well, don't nobody know who I am. I don't know none of them niggas like that. For any of their wives to know me if they listen to this show, so it don't matter. But yeah, all them niggas is married.
Definitely just run some households.
That's tough, man.
All she did was just ruin the opportunity of us ever having a guys trip, G.
No, she didn't.
That ain't gonna fuck up my experience, right?
Shit.
I'm crazy.
Damn,
but
that's tough, man.
That's a hell of a conversation, bro. Like, you definitely tickled me for tonight.
I had fun. It was a great trip.
Oh my God!
Look, I got to stay in this beautiful mansion. Everything.
Did you swim? Did you swim while you was there?
Yeah, we got in the pool. We had a whole pool party.
What type of swimsuit you had?
The cheeks was out.
I had a bikini.
The cheeks was out. Was it?
Look. I had on a bikini 2-piece every day. I sent my boyfriend pictures of everything I had on almost every single day.
That nigga was in the house like this.
Y'all want to know what he said? The first day that I was there and I sent him a picture.
Don't send me no more.
He was like, send me a picture. So I sent him some pictures and he was like, I know they was looking. That was his response.
And as soon as he stopped texting, he went in the bathroom and threw up. As soon as he stopped texting, he went and threw up in the bathroom.
Saying, damn, emoji.
That's so tough.
Oh my. Oh my.
See, man, Bree like torturing niggas, man.
Cheeks is cheeks. It doesn't matter.
Cheeks is cheeks.
She like torturing that nigga.
The nigga was thousands of miles away. There's nothing he can do.
We can wrap on this, guys. I want your true, honest opinion.
Nate, it's crazy when you say cheeks is cheeks, because just turn around and look at what's on your wall right now, G.
Did your bathing suits look like that?
Look like what? Hold on, let me make
Look at Nate's pictures. Oh, that's tough, man. That nigga was sick to his stomach, man. He's still sick to his stomach, man.
If that nigga couldn't get to her for 11 hours, no matter what he tried to do, she was 11 hours away.
Bring her girl all weekend.
Bottles, too, girls. I had the bottles in your hand.
No.
Bottles and throws.
Okay, so we all, it was literally, we was just staying in that house. We had our own rental car. We paid for our own airfare. We went out there for a festival. We went to the Afro Nation Fest.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit. I forgot that was a nigga. That shit was live. That shit was everywhere.
Man, it was so much fun. But that's what we went there for. So honestly, like, other than the day that we stayed there and had the pool party with them, we was not there. And that's the thing, like, me and my homegirl, we was coming home at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning every day just from leaving the festival and going out and getting food and partying afterwards. Like, we were not with them niggas. So that's why I'm like,
them niggas win all week.
Yeah, they did.
They're married.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry. No, they didn't. They had a good time with themselves.
You can tell us the truth. We don't give a fuck about these niggas. I don't hope them niggas won.
You know them niggas.
Next cutting all of this out the pot anyway.
No, I'm not.
What?
I'm not cutting the damn thing.
This is a good ass conversation.
My God.
The question I got for Bree: all things considered, y'all in good standing. If y'all wasn't good, because y'all arguing now, you said, but if y'all was in good standing, let
that nigga be right this time.
Communication was on point. You would have still made that trip happen.
I mean,
in the way that it happened.
Yeah, because I already spent money.
No. If you hadn't spent the dime yet, like just.
Oh, if I hadn't spent no money yet, then nah. If he told me he didn't want me to go, then no, I wouldn't have went. Like I told him, I straight up asked him, I told him straight up, I said, they said we was cool, we could travel with them again if we wanted to for their next guys trip. I said, how would you feel about me traveling with them again? And he was like, man, I don't know, I've never really been in this situation before. Nobody's ever.
Hold on, Bree.
So I said, I'm asking you this because I respect you and I respect our relationship, and I don't want to do anything that you feel like would be disrespectful.
Hold on, y'all. Bree.
And all he said was, okay.
Bree.
So because he only said okay after I said I respect you in our relationship, I just made up in my mind, like, that's a no, and I don't need to go anywhere with these niggas again.
Hold on, my niggas, Bree.
Yes.
Him and his niggas take a trip. But it was with 7 bitches, all bodied out. How we feeling about that? They out of town.
That's different.
He waited till
What?
They go to DR.
Are you okay with
it? Caicos.
No, I'm not okay with it. And the reason being, as we all have agreed and said.
All the women are married, though.
Okay, let me finish. As we all have said, niggas will be niggas. Okay?
I know they won't.
Wait.
Not these niggas. Not these.
All the women are married and they all stallions. Got bodies done, just ready. TT.
Nah, I wouldn't be okay with that.
Yeah. But you can go out with some 6, 7 basketball.
No.
One of the 7 is a little troll.
Like I said. Me and him were not together when I planned this trip.
No, y'all weren't together when you planned this trip with the band.
No. I wasn't okay. Well, shit.
And you done already spent money. He about $1,500 into the trip.
They got the
crib already. So he's just trying to get.
I mean, to be honest, majority of his friends are females. I mean, he do got guy friends.
He got his passport.
Female friends.
The pool party going off nice. It's cheeks everywhere.
He done bought him some nice hoochie daddy shorts. He ain't packed no boxes for the whole trip.
Look, all I'm gonna say is I would not feel comfortable with that, but I know he would not do that.
Damn. That's crazy.
He wouldn't do that.
I'm saying this as respectfully as I can say it. Homie sound like a simp. I'm just saying he sound like a simp, man. Like he sounds like for himself.
He's not. It's not that. It's just that he was with his ex for a long time from a very young age. So a lot of the things that he experienced while in a relationship.
Oh, we put that shit on him, G. We put that shit on him.
Sauce this shit the fuck up.
He put that shit on that nigga.
Now he is just at a point in his life where his main focus is work and, working on himself. So I ain't
gonna lie, I'll stone cold stunning your ass as soon as you enter the crib. I'm not gonna lie, G.
You gotta check this nigga, G. You gotta pocket check him down. You got to check this nigga. You gotta check his G string, G. You gotta G check his G.
This nigga not gonna
You ain't gonna make it to Thanksgiving dinner.
He's not coming to the family barbecues, man. There's too many real niggas.
Alex gonna be looking at that nigga weird all the time, man.
His brother's never gonna respect this nigga, Bree. I'm telling you that right now.
Don't say that.
He's never gonna respect this nigga. I can guarantee it. If my sister was telling me, and my sister's 6 years older than me, if she told me about a nigga that she could do all this shit to him, my granddaddy used to say, you give a nigga a rope, you want to be a cowboy, you got the rope, yeehaw, like you the cowboy, goddamn it. There's no fucking way, man.
That's because he ain't paid me no mind. That's all it is. He be too busy working.
I'm gonna tell you what that nigga was doing the whole time he was in Portugal. He said he got a whole lot of female friends. He was over there venting. Yeah, she over there with a bunch of 6, 7 niggas. Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
I know you trying to act proper.
Send a picture of your man to your brother so we can put it in the group chat, dude.
I already know this nigga. They don't respect this nigga.
This shit give you
No. I very much respect him. It's just that I think because our relationship started off very much like a situationship and it was very toxic in the beginning, and we're trying to create and cultivate a healthy relationship.
Nothing throwing the towel on that shit.
Opposite of cultivate the healthy relationship.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you.
There are a lot of things that we need to batteries on.
I ain't even gonna hold you, Bree. If you asked Rashonda on camera if she thought I could beat up her friend and he was Mike Tyson, she would say yeah. Yeah, she's publicly.
I like his chances.
I see what y'all saying, but I'm just not that type of person. I'm gonna be honest.
She don't even build this nigga up.
But I'm not saying that he can't fight. I'm not saying that he can't defend himself or defend me. But if you're asking me a question, I'm gonna honestly answer it. That's just the type of person that I am.
Brie, I ain't gonna lie to you. You can lie to us, G. You gotta keep it real with your brother.
On top of that, I ain't never finna put my nigga in no situation where I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I'm the type of person where I'm very observant and I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna make an executive decision. Like, I'm not even gonna put my man in that type of situation.
So let me tie this together. I love that statement, Brie. Let me tie this together. So when you wear your outfits with you, so let me ask you this. Now that you and your man are working it out and y'all trying to make it work, do you still wear those revealing outfits?
No, because I don't really dress revealing like that. At least I don't think I do. Now, do I wear fitted clothes that show my shape and my body? Absolutely. And I will wear that when I'm out with him, but I'm not going to be assed out, cheeks out, or anything like that.
So let me ask you this. When you wear the sexualized attire, do you not think that put that nigga in a situation that he might not be able to win?
Okay, prime example. That has happened to us before.
Let's talk about it.
We went out on a date. One night I had on a little leopard print dress. It was very fitted, showed my shape. We was walking through the venue that we was in.
A whole podcast on this.
This nigga grabbed my hand. And I turned and looked at him like, the fuck, nigga, don't you see I'm with my nigga? Now he's my boyfriend.
Post a picture of your nigga to Alex. I got to see this.
Okay.
Finish
telling the story though.
I will.
I got to see this nigga.
What was his energy?
He was holding
Michael Jai White conclusion to this.
He was holding my other hand, walking in front of me while we were walking through. And this guy
don't even respect this nigga, bro.
And I looked at the little nigga who grabbed my hand.
Little nigga.
Listen, I've looked like this my entire life. I know how to dodge and shake a nigga off that I'm not interested in. So I sized him up, and I'm like, I don't need to say nothing to my boyfriend because I can handle this myself. So I did, and kept walking. Didn't even say nothing to him because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, now I done seen this nigga with 3-4 other niggas. They didn't check us when we came up in here. Ain't no fucking metal detectors or nothing. I'm not finna cause no issues when I don't know who these niggas are.
I got some questions.
What?
So you walking with your boyfriend.
Your nigga didn't know
he's got one of your hands on your hand. This nigga's awareness on zero. He got on horse blinders. He don't want no smoke with nobody.
And he's a little.
We were walking through a crowd. We were walking through a crowd, and he was guiding me through, holding my hand, and I was walking, and this other nigga grabbed my hand, and I was just like, ew, no, like shook him off or whatever. And I thought to myself, I was gonna tell him that this nigga tried to talk to me. But then before I even opened my mouth, I was like, nah, don't say nothing because you didn't already peeped that this little nigga is here with 3-4
So you chose not to bring it to his attention because you knew his reaction.
You gotta say this like
you knew his reaction. You gotta say it.
My thought process was they didn't check us when we came in here. There are no metal detectors. I've seen this little nigga walking around here with 3-4 other people. I don't know what they have on them. I know me and my boyfriend are both carry our guns when we go out, but we don't have them in here with us. So I'm not gonna say nothing.
Breathe. I need to see this nigga, man. I got to see this.
Okay, how tall is he?
Give me the toughest looking picture you got of this nigga, Senator Alex. I need the most.
That nigga needs 2 guns like this. I don't even think I've never seen this. He needs to be John Moran and shit.
I need to see this nigga, G.
But at the same token, like for a little nigga to try you in his presence, kind of speaks that. He might not be one of them guys, man. He you know what I'm saying?
I don't need him to be.
Hey, Bree, this nigga the same complexion as you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got him.
This all high yellow nigga, y'all.
Hey, fam.
Alex, how tall are you?
Nate is the lightest nigga. Nate ain't nobody grabbing kids.
Hell no, nigga.
Ain't nobody grabbing kids' head in Nate's presence, G.
Her not telling me because she think I'm gonna get my ass.
They're not even gonna do it, G. Like that's what I'm saying. They gonna see you and I'm like, man, I don't even want that fight. But you want that fight with that nigga?
But y'all big niggas.
Coming out.
It's different. Hey, you got to look at this nigga out, G. What's up, man? Oh my God. What you waiting on, Bree?
Hey, Bree, we gonna let you off the hook right here, G. Look, man, I think we might have to get Bree mental check-in tonight, G. We might need to know where you at with it, shit.
I'm good.
Hey, look, man, you can't.
It's a nigga good though.
I'm gonna just tell you like this, Bree. He might could be a provider, but the protector part, scratch it off the list. All right, that nigga's not one of them guys, man.
You have not painted him in a positive light today.
It ain't that many girls in the world to make you feel safe.
He takes care of me just fine.
Good. That's all that matters. Good.
He takes care of me just fine.
We getting our funnies off, man, and like at the expense of your relationship. So I apologize, but this shit's fucking hilarious.
She was openly sharing with us, Jesus.
I mean, because I'm an open book, so
I want to know because it's certain things that we got to know. Like, could he beat one of these niggas up if he had the chance? And
I mean, I'm sure if he had to absolutely defend himself, yes.
He's from Chicago or the burbs?
He's from the suburbs.
Oh, okay.
Which suburb?
Not from. Please
don't say Bolingbrook.
Please don't say Bolingbrook. Man. We get a bad
No, he's from Joliet. He's from Joliet.
God, that's a win for Bolingbrook.
Joliet might as well be Kankakee, G. Like we being honest, nigga. That shit might as well be the key and shit 815, nigga. But damn,
that nigga works 80 hours a week. He don't have time to do shit else but work, eat, sleep, and shit.
That's what he tell you.
That's what I know.
Them other 30 hours. Fuck what you talking about. He probably putting in 50 hours of work. Them other 30, getting to it, getting active. Hey, man. So, Bree, we definitely appreciate you sharing with us. Like, no doubt. You definitely carried a lot of the show, man. So, as always, thank you for coming on and lending your voice. Shit, since you're here, we're gonna let you check in, man. Shit, how you feeling?
Honestly, I say I'm probably about a 3,
Okay.
4.
3s ain't bad.
Yeah.
Anything
Life
going
is
on you want to
lifing.
share? Life is lifing.
Yeah.
Summer ain't being summer. Summer ain't the same when you in a relationship, huh?
No, it ain't even that. It's just work.
I bet you was a fire coming back from Portugal, though, nigga.
It was, and I didn't want to leave, but no, I had to get back to work.
It was probably a 6'7", nigga.
It was 6'5", 6'7".
All right, man. Keeping it funky, man. So life is life right now, Bree, right? You at a 3.
Being an entrepreneur is not easy. But
I hear a lot of entrepreneurs saying that coming out of COVID and shit, just trying to rebound and catch up. So shit's getting real.
Yeah.
Stand on the task though, right?
Yeah, I ain't giving up on my business. You know, it'll happen.
Shout your shit out. You got an opportunity. Shout your shit out right here. You in the Chicagoland area.
I'm so bad at promoting my business, but yes, it's Golden Brown Beauty. I have I do facials, waxing, makeup, post-op care. I'm located in Naperville. If you in the Chicagoland area, hit me up on Style Seat. Just search my name, Golden Brown Beauty, and it's BEAUTE, not with a Y. It's beauty with an E. Just look me up on Style Seat.
A fajas for the ladies.
No, I don't sell the post.
You be massaging that nasty shit out of chicks?
Massages. Yeah, I just massage the fluid out.
God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't sound pleasant.
Hey, John, where you at, man? Where you at with it this week, John?
Hey, man, I'm at a 5, man. Had a great weekend. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike Strong. Shout out to the LeGrone Armstrong clan, man. You know what I'm saying? We definitely enjoyed ourselves. Hey, man, it's summertime. Summertime shy.
Okay. We like 5. We like 5s. Hey, CLB. Hey.
Good to go, man. Fresh off family vacation. Got my summer glow. Feeling good, man. Staying at a 5.
Oh, yeah,
man.
you was out of town, huh?
Yeah, man. We hit Dollywood, bro. It was great.
Gatlinburg, right?
Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg, okay.
Yeah, summer glow, you know, but we back now, man.
How's it in the summertime? I only been in the fall.
No, it was dope as hell. It was dope.
Yeah, I've been in the summertime. It's a good time. That's where we need to take the Cloud of Smoke family move to, Chief.
We had got us a little it wasn't a cabin, but that mug was like in the sticks on its own property land and shit. That shit was dope, man.
You get on one of them rides coming down the mountain though, G?
Yeah, bro. Big but yeah, I'm good, man. I'm always good, man. Freaky.
All right, so I'm gonna say I'm probably a 4 trending toward a 5, like John alluded to. Had a great weekend. Got up this morning, got a good workout in. I got a good phone call, so I got a job interview later this week. So things is looking up, man. Things is looking up. Oh, and if y'all ain't noticed, kid got his tooth fixed. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling
I didn't know your tooth was fucked up.
It was discolored. It was discolored. I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say we definitely gonna have to have a conversation about all the females out here missing their side teeth, G. But that's the conversation for another day, G. Let's get the movie, G.
So yeah,
you can't see mine.
Cloud Butcher, where you at?
Hey, I'm at a 3.5. Like Alex said, trending towards a 4. I got a lot of clarity last week, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still on my sabbatical, still taking a little time for myself, but I got all my shit. What's what I'm looking for? Scheduled. I got everything scheduled. So that was a big thing for me. I couldn't get a lot of my shit taken care of, get figured out. Now I got it all figured out. So I got a plan in motion. So I mean, needless to say, I'm eager now. Like I'm ready to get it all done. I'm ready for it to be, Christmas time so I can pop out. You know what I'm saying? Had to go see Bree, you know what I'm saying? Give me a couple massages, you know what I'm saying? Get some of this fluid off of me. But yeah, I'm trending towards a 4, man. By the next time we talk, I should be at a 5, man. Like life is lifing, but it's life in the right direction for me, man. So on that note, man, I hope everybody out there listening is in a great fucking mood. I hope we was able to give y'all some funnies and some enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? And per the usual, you Y'all can check us on all the platforms, man. We everywhere, man. We seeing the comments, we seeing the views go up. Let's keep that shit going, man. Let's keep this trend moving, man. So YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Nate, what?
If you just happen to be listening, and your lady just recently went on a trip to Portugal with 7 niggas, hit my inbox. Yeah, I got some questions for you, my nigga.
Got some questions.
Hey,
and on that note,
No, if your
Alex, get us out of
husband
here.
went to Portugal. Hey, on that note, y'all know what time it is. Holla.